Beyond the last human road, where the compass trembles and the sky glows green with aurora, lies a world ruled by ice. This is Yakutia, a land where even time seems to freeze. At 71 degrees Celsius, a spark dies before it burns, and every breath slices like glass. Here, survival is not an act of strength, but of patience. For generations, the Yakut people have lived alongside the cold, not conquering it, but learning from it. And in one forgotten winter, they faced the greatest test of all, when hunger came and the only hope lay hidden beneath the storm in the shape of a creature that belonged to another age. They called it the Musk ox, the guardian of the tundra, the beast of the ice age. And the story of its hunt became a song of endurance that the cold itself could never silence. The tundra is endless, a sea of frost, shifting dunes of snow that move with the wind. When the sun rises, it does so briefly, casting long shadows that vanish by noon. Beneath the surface, the earth sleeps, frowning to its core. For months, the villagers had seen no movement. The reindeer herds had gone north, and the rivers were sealed in ice. In small wooden huts, families rationed dry fish and whispered prayers by dim firelight. Then, one morning, hunters discovered strange footprints near the valley. They were too large for wolves, too round for bears. Hope flickered like a spark in the snow. They followed the tracks north, across frowning plains where even sound seemed afraid to travel. When they finally saw it, they stopped breathing, a creature of muzzle and fur, its horns heavy with frost. Standing unmoved by the storm, the musk ox was both past and present, a ghost of the ice age that refused to vanish.
We accept this gift with grateful hearts. Thank you, sons.
The tundra provides. We are glad to share.
That feels good.
The Elder has made a strong fire tonight.
The hunters knew what it meant, one life to feed many. But in the Arctic, nothing is taken easily. The musk oxen formed their circle, protecting their young, turning horns outward. For 2 days, the men watched from afar, waiting for the wind to turn in their favor. When the storm came, the earth slowed, snow blinded sight. Muffled sound chaos turned to opportunity. Moving low through the gale, the hunters drew closer. They could feel their hearts echoing louder than the wind. Then, one breath, one pull of a trigger, and silence returned. No victory cry followed, only the sound of wind and the steady rhythm of prayer. They bowed their heads beside the fallen animal, their breath mingling with the frost. The musk ox had given more than meat, it had given time, hope, and another spring. The journey back was brutal. Storms clawed at their faces, sleds sank into snowdrifts, and exhaustion pressed heavier than the weight they carried.
The bear stood taller than any tree in the forest. I drew the bowstring back.
Yet they pushed forward, guided by the thought of home. When they returned, the village greeted them not with noise, but with tears. The smell of cooked meat rose into the air, and the cold was, for a moment, forgotten. Every part of the creature was used, nothing discarded. The fat burned as light, the hide warmed the young, the bones became tools. This is how balance survives in the Arctic, by taking only what one needs, and giving back in memory.
need more wood if this fire is gonna last the night.
I know, but the storm is getting worse.
When the first fog came, it was almost silent. A crack, a trickle, a breath. The ice began to release its hold, and the tundra came alive once more. Yet the people did not forget the lesson the Musk had taught them, that the cold is not an enemy, but a mirror. It reflects what remains true: endurance, humility, and respect. Scientists today study how such animals survive in temperatures that break steel, but the people of Yakutia already understand. They have lived the same way, patient, resilient, bound to the earth. Even now, when the northern lights sweep across the sky, elders tell children the story of the hunters, the storm, and the creature that gave them life. They listen in silence, because in the Arctic, silence is sacred. And when the wind blows across the plains, it carries that story still, the voice of the tundra, the heartbeat of survival, and the quiet reminder that even where warmth is only a memory, life never gives up.